Good afternoon. I wish it were. I spent the first 2 hours this morning, and then after I went back to bed and got back up, with one of my cats who he's half the time inside the house, if not more if it's cold outside. Then when it gets nice, then he goes outside. He disappeared for 3 days. When he finally came home, he was barely able to get up the stairs. I don't know what happened to him. He's not eating and he's not drinking. I don't know what happened to him. But that's just part of what's going on. Another thing that's going on is when Joe Biden was the president of the United States, there weren't daily or weekly meltdowns of Homeland Security or Department of Health and Human Services or ICE or any of those other things. See, the military wasn't being used by Biden to take over hundreds of miles of land for military whatever. He's had daily meltdowns over just about the dumbest shit possible. And now Department of Homeland Security and FBI and every fucking buddy else, the Department of Justice, which is a bad joke right now. Everybody's having a fucking meltdown, including the so-called President of the United States. I'm not going to say his name, because he's a fat-ass failure, and he does not deserve to have his name told. He knows who he is, and people know who he is. I'm going to refer to him as the Orange Ghoul. The felon. The 34-time convicted felon. So, that's how little he means to me. I didn't vote for the bastard. Anyway, when we had Biden in office and Harris, there were no daily or weekly meltdowns. Everybody did their job. It was a well-oiled running machine. Now, what's in there now is a sick joke, a little faggot named Mike Johnson, screams gay. He says he's not, but you can't look at him and not think that he's not. The Orange Ghoul has daily meltdowns, constantly screaming and raging and bitching about anything and everything. So, this is the shit people get to deal with now. Rather than having a government that's doing its fucking job, we now have a bunch of inept idiots. The dumb whore who is the person in charge of the Department of Justice. The dumb bitch who murdered a dog, a puppy, and a goat. She says the dog wouldn't listen to her. Well, you know what? If I had to listen to that bitch, I wouldn't listen to her either. So, this is the shit that's going on. We do not have a well-run government right now. Right now, everything is in shambles. And it's all because of a South African who thinks that money can buy anything and everything. It can't. It won't. It sure as fuck didn't buy him intelligence, or smarts, or looks, or common sense, or anything else. So this is the shit we're dealing with. So rather than having a government like we had with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who Kamala Harris should be the president right now, not the orange fucktard. This is the shit we're dealing with. It just fucking goes on and on and on. And I know it has something to do with the Russian that the Orange Ghoul is possibly buddies with, because there's nothing about him that is right. Nothing. Not his looks, the way he is, the way he talks, the way he insults people who are clearly better than him. And now we have a bunch of stupid fucktards, a moron, in charge of the FBI doesn't know how to do his job. None of them know how to do their fucking job. You want to know why? It's because none of them are qualified. The moron who's heading up the Pentagon, who wants a room to himself so he can do his makeup. Makeup ain't gonna help you, Kegseth. It's not gonna help you. You're ugly, inside and out, and you're fucking stupid, and an alcoholic. So basically, that says you're not qualified to do anything other than sit in a bar and drink. This is the shit American people are dealing with, and there are people who still fucking insist on defending the orange ghoul. People, quit drinking the goddamn Kool-Aid, grow some fucking brain cells, and shut the fuck up.